Today we're talking about how to retire in 15 years, or really any amount of time that you want. Now, this is not easy. I'm going to say that up front, but I'm going to give you the math and the numbers behind how to do this. If you want to retire early, this is exactly what you need to do, okay? And there's an incredibly easy way to tell when you are going to be able to retire. And it's simply this: what percentage of your income can you save? That's it. So here's a little question for you. So let's say you have somebody who makes $500,000 a year, and they save $50,000 a year. And then you have somebody who earns $50,000 a year and they save $5,000 a year.
Okay.
Which one can retire sooner?
I think the 500,000.
It's exactly the same.
Really?
Yeah. Because their lifestyle, they both can save 10% of their income, and their lifestyle determines when they can retire.
I gotcha.
So the amount that you can save, the percentage of your income that you can save, that's the determining factor on when you are going to be able to retire. So with that, I'm going to take you over to this little calculator over here that I found. I'll have a link in the description so you can check this out. But it's really cool because you can plug this data in and you can see what it would take for you to retire at 15 years. Spoiler is that it's about 50%. If you can save about 50% of your income, you can retire in 15 years.
Wow.
So we'll just go ahead and plug some data in here. So right now, annual income $50,000, annual expenses $45,000. So we're saving 10%. And that is leading to being able to retire in 46 years. Okay? So that's not what most people want. Retiring in 46 years when you're age 40. But let's plug something in here.
But it's also better than nothing, right?
Yeah, let's just say instead of doing 10%, you're saving 20. And so we'll knock it down to $40,000 and see what that does. So 33 years. We knocked it down pretty considerably by doing that. But now let's go to 50% of our income. Let's say we're saving that. And just like that, if we're saving 50% of our income, or essentially living off of 50% of your income, maybe that's a better way to say it, we can now have financial independence in 15 years. But again, it doesn't matter how much you make, it's how much you can live off of. So if you have a low income, you just need to have a lower expenses. So if you have a $100,000 salary, you're living off of $50,000, it's going to be exactly the same. And even if we add a zero to each one of these, so we have $1 million salary, but we're living off of $500,000. It's still the same. It's still 15 years before we can achieve financial independence. Now, if we have that $1 million salary and we can live off $100,000, which should be somewhat reasonable, right? We can instantly have financial independence in 2 years. And so you can play with this calculator all you want. Yeah, because if you have $900,000 that you can put away each year.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To be invested and to be earning you back some dividends you can live off of. The math is pretty simple here. So yeah, you can play with this calculator and plug everything in and just explore this a little bit. But I found this to be fascinating because I didn't realize that. And I think most people don't. That it's not about how much money you make. It's about what percentage you can actually live off of. That's the thing that determines when you'll be able to retire.